Okay, behold my bed, filled with everything I have art wise, besides the stuff on my desk. This is where the magic happens. And everything here was inside that box there that I had buried in my closet for the longest time. And only now did I decide to take it out and just kind of reminisce about some stuff, mostly the high school days, which a lot of this is coming from. Most of these were assignments, and I'm just going to talk about a few of them because, well, I'm going to try to talk about all of them, but I figured because this is all like memory lane for me, I just wanted to voice some opinions on some things. And if anyone wants to listen, then this will be here, of course. So that's what I'm going to do. There's a few things over there I need to grab, but we'll start with this one. Just hop right into it. We'll try to keep this as raw as possible, too, because I'm not a video editor or anything like that. As for how old this stuff is, I would say about all 2016, 17, and nothing since. But I'm trying to get back into art now, and I feel it's working. Like I have a passion for it again. And before, I was I lost it quite a bit, and then I got distracted quite a bit. So, look, yeah, even the sketchbook is already starting to show some blank pages, but a few things here and there, a few doodles. Back when I was in school, I definitely remember this one. It's just a graham cracker, or a s'more with graham crackers, I should say. Yep. There's a few more things in here, I know. Let's skip ahead. Little sword design, barely showing. I think that was my first touchscreen phone. Fun thing to have. This one, I remember the reference I found online. I don't want my shadow in there. But I tried to recreate that, and it turned out kind of okay. Definitely has a sense of being underwater, I think. I did not take account of my shadow from the light right above me. Some cloth practice, which I still have trouble with clothes, I think. And I'm getting a few tips online about that, so much appreciated, because this and what you guys have seen is just all I have, and that looks awful. This was one of those still life assignments where you have to just draw what you see. And this was just a cloth over something, and that's what I made of it. So a motorcycle, car, another one of those cloth still lifes. Trying to get some shading in there, but didn't do a good job. Just a few doodles. You can see I practiced some clouds here. I have way worse looking ones in this book, I think. Sword, bottle. Whatever I was doing there. That looks nice, though, I think. I think I stuck with that design for a few, not design, but like that concept. Just the guy on the water. I know there's a few more in here, too. And right there. But same with this design. This right here, I tried to make my own logo until I found out what phase was. So went ahead and forgot all about that. Okay, now we're getting a little bit into the assignments of what my art class was like, which I remember this one for sure. The prompt was to just draw a sword, and I drew a few of them. I think I was the only person that did more than one because I like swords. Yeah, those look pretty cool still. This was another day, another prompt, which was a classmate of mine whose face I did not draw, but that was her personality, I guess. Well, we were all artists in there, but you know. There's that design again. And there's me. Kinda. Made myself way too cool. Some things I can, well, a lot of things I can just see and tell what's wrong with it, but I don't want to go on a talking spree about every little thing. Here's those clouds I was talking about. These are supposed to be clouds. I had no idea how to shape them because I wasn't aware of just like the easy way to do clouds, or the easiest way, is to just like let them draw themselves. This is me not doing that. This is me trying to draw them. So that's how that turned out. Terrible looking. I guess another tip would be to like, I don't know, less is more. It's that kind of thing. So try to keep that in mind when you do clouds and water. Sometimes less is more. Another bottle. I wanted to get more into bottles, but I didn't. I remember wanting that, but I never did. So I think this one was an assignment as well, doing a mask, and I'm not sure if I can do blood on the socials, but this one, another assignment, another classmate who was into photography, so that's the frame there I had for it. Not too bad. I remember being proud of that one. Bird. I think this is showing upside down, so here's me trying to get some proportions right, which this is the easiest way to learn, doing the 7 heads thing. I think some people say 7.5, and some will even say 8 heads, but I think it was always 7. 7 heads fits a full body. 3 heads across would be the shoulder length, and some other stuff like that I forgot now, but definitely want to get the basics down for drawing things like that. And now, what I was saying before about just seeing things, I can just see if the proportions are off nowadays. I don't have to use these lines anymore, and I usually don't. I don't use guidelines. But even if I don't know how to correct it, I do know that it's wrong a lot of the times. Here's a cat. I think I had a reference for that too. Simple. This was another classmate who was a drummer and kind of a silly guy, so give him one of those hats. Again, faceless though. Very, very light shading. Not a whole lot of cloth detail either, but yeah, he was kind of a fan of football too, more so than me. So that's what that shirt was. That's my name. Somebody did that, not me. I think this is a moon. Kind of looks like it. Get past a few blank pages. Oh boy, I just saw what I saw. Ka-chow. There's a reference of me. Self-portrait, not too bad. Me when I was 16, I guess. Just a headshot though. I think this was like the Donald Trump wall. Okay, small cut there, but let's pretend that it didn't happen. Here is what we thought the Donald Trump wall would look like. I don't think this was a prompt, but that's just what I drew. Doesn't look bad either. I mean, we were getting those, I forgot, like vanishing point studies in, so that's what that was for me. This little guy who was hilarious. I think a lot of people use this kind of face now in their works, especially online. I've seen it a lot, but that was one of mine too. Back in before 2016, I would have a simple stick figure character like that and make hilarious comics. You guys, it'll knock your socks off really if you saw them. But oh, that's nice. I actually don't remember that. Did I do that? Maybe, huh? Pretty good looking figure. Avoided the hands and feet and the face. This was another classmate assignment. So there's a pattern there. If you guys noticed, that we would draw ourselves sometimes. I remember this one too. Of course there's blood, but I don't remember what the prompt was, but there's like a reveal of me doing like this to show that these are leeches. And I remember not saying a word, but just showing that off to the class and them sort of gasping, being a little impressed by it. But I don't remember what the prompt was. Maybe an animal, I guess. Aha! This guy right here, super cool, but never had anything else for him. And it's actually because of this that I decided to whip out all of these. Because someone asked me if they could draw something of mine, and I had this in mind. So I had to pull it out of there, and all that was in the way. So just decided to show off everything then. This was a supervillain who also is, or doesn't have anything with him, like no name, no bio, no nothing. Just a design. Very shadowy. This couch. Jesus. What? Cyberdyne Systems Model 101, the Terminator couch. I guess I gotta go through everything here. The Internet Tower, bulletproof, fireproof, waterproof, and nuclear-proof cushions. Siri, back when Siri was cool. Cup holders, butt warmer, bed, right there that folds out. Mini fridge, inflatable raft, of course. Outlets, USB ports, a grill, microwave, that stuff. Wheels. Oh, I can barely see. Heat-seeking missiles for defense. Soda dispenser. Rocket boosters in the back. Minigun. Back and neck massager and speakers. Just the all-in-one couch. You never have to move from there. Except, I guess, to get gas. I don't think electric cars were a thing back then. Not nearly as popular. Quite like this one. This wasn't a prompt either. I remember doing it and just liking it. Don't know who these people are. Just nothing, Nothing but something. It looks cool. This one was a prompt, however. Another classmate. Proportions are terribly off, but yeah, I'm getting there. Getting there a little bit. Oh yeah, this one was also an assignment. Or a prompt, whatever I've been saying. And a little bit like that other one with the reveal with the hand. This one was, the reveal was that the drawing itself was trying to come out of the drawing. And I didn't do too good of a job doing that, but that was the idea I had. And then once I explained it to everyone, they kind of, nodded their heads again. I might redo this actually, but much more with that idea in mind and much more with that idea showing. Because I think I think they said that it was like an unfinished drawing, which it is. That's the idea, but once I told them that, then they got it, So, of course, a little confusing. I could do better. These were not prompts, but just something I did. That water looks okay. This I saw on the internet and wanted to redo it, and I think that looks pretty good still. That holds up. Bang. This I think. Oh yeah, shadow art. If anyone knows, this is a shadow art guy. He does shadow art, but I mean, I guess the internet's like so crazy and open now, and TikTok and everything. You might have seen it already, but I remember being super impressed by that guy, and I don't even know if he's still alive or not. But he did really good work. And I just wrote down the name to not forget it. But I haven't thought about it in a long time. This, I think I was trying to get an idea for an assignment up. And that idea being like different personalities coming out of one person. So I was just drawing up different ways of how I could do it. And I really don't think I ever did it. So that's the last time you'll see that. Some doodles. This was another still life, one of home, I think. Could definitely get some darker values in there, but yeah. This guy, not important, but a nice design. That's how most of them are in this book. Bet you guys can't guess what that is. Bang. This I remember seeing also on the internet. I've seen some people with tattoos of this now. That became quite popular. Some dye, or is it dice? Dye? It's my hand. Still fits. I think we're at the end now of this one. It's like the last page. Yep, that's one down. We'll set it there. This one, this is another still life. That is, this one I did at school. I don't know which way this is showing. But in this art class of mine, the teacher had a bunch of things just lying around, so I put them all together, made my own thing. And I'm pretty sure I have to skip a few pages here because there's a bit of nudity that I will not show. Whoop. We'll just go here. Some face practice. Let me take a peek. Shading practice. Take another peek. Yeah, okay. So we'll go forward from here. Oops. I could probably show it on another, on something else, but most of these other pages are blank though. There's something. A little design of something. Watch, sharpener. Simple things, small things, little sketches. This is somebody I'll talk about later. I think this is I actually know exactly who that is, but a reference. Same person. Not a reference, just me getting in some facial features to make something, even though it's only the eyes and nose. A little bit more. And close to the end. I guess that's fine to show, whatever. That's actually quite important because it's like a part 2 to another one that I'm going to show you in a second. This isn't anybody I know either, just me putting facial features together to make a face. Like AI generated, but not really. Kapow. This is the part 1 to nothing. This idea came out of nowhere and I really like it. This is one of the things, probably the only one that I would really want to redraw. It's so like not what I do. So yeah, and the other part 2, I try to go back to it, but yep, that's the end. But there's a few more in here that I can't show. I think that's it for the sketchbooks. Everything else is kind of loose. This was an assignment. We had to get the values to match this magazine half, which clearly it doesn't, but I certainly tried. Here's another one of those points of me talking about how less is more. Sometimes you just need a few lines and it'll like show itself, hair, things like clouds, water, other things. Let's see what this is. These are like magazine strippings just to make a face. Bang. A nice little earthy heart. I have 3 more of these that I'll show off. Oh, here's another one right here. This is the wind heart. Had to do it on black paper because of course wind is almost impossible to draw. The red heart I see right here, which is a whole lot bigger. Fire heart, I guess. This one I spray painted. That's why it looks all glossy. Looks pretty heavy. And then, if you can guess it, there's a water heart somewhere that I don't think this is it, but that's just a black sheet of paper. We'll find it some eventually, so let's get some sketches. I said sketches, but this is an actual sketch, me sketching into is it sketching or etching? Etching into some plastic, so that's me, by the way. I'm a little angry, but just for dramatic effect. Bang. I don't think this has anything in here. Oh, yeah, that's literally it. Okay. Here is a fire heart, but not quite the one that's like those, It's just a fire heart. It doesn't have the people in it, so it doesn't connect to the other ones. Here's me trying my best with color pencils. Same with that one. But I really tried with this one here. It's supposed to be me again with just a simple background. I don't even know what I was, there's an idea there, but not too bad. Went ahead and pulled the paintings forward. Not very good at painting or anything with colors, except for that one over there. That one looks good. But as for, somebody will like that. I don't like these ones too much. This one I tried really hard with the rocks, or I just wanted to like keep trying, you know. I added a few too many, but it's okay. I say that about all these. It's just okay. This one I think might be my best. That tree looks pretty good. Nice barn, or whatever that is. A few clouds. Now clouds might be actually more fun in painting than I think in just pencil. I say fun. I don't mean easier though. But I guess painting in general is probably more fun to get to explore with colors a lot more. Let's see what this is. Ooh. This is made from pastels. I remember this one. There's a little sand lady. Right there. Oh, I don't know what's in this book. What? Where'd this come from? Here's the water one. The water heart. Looks pretty nice. You know, I might actually want to redo these ones now too. Here's another one of those etches. Can you see the guy with the light there? Not as angry as old me, but yeah. I don't know what's in this book. Let's find out. Oh, okay, that's why. This is older than 2016. I don't even know. Yeah, this is, I want to say 2 years older. Probably more. Yep, so this wasn't in the art class as everything else. This is just something I had that I just tossed in. Hey, I think that's one of the first designs of my main character. Wow. I haven't seen that in so long. It looks pretty good. I was going to save the character work for over there, but I didn't know this was here. And that's one of it. That's his final form that you guys, I guess, would have seen by now. Depending on when this... Oh, do I have the date on this? Nah, it's just a score. She said very nice. Color theory, I think that's what it's called. Some wing practice. Whoa. I truly don't remember that. No way I did that on my own. I must have had a reference on that one. Good gracious. That's one of the best hands I've ever done. And I have no clue when that was. Okay, let's get by this. I do remember this one, not the wolf. Yeah. So, definitely before 2016. Face practice. Anime face practice. Okay. Here is where 2016 comes back. I say 2016 because that's when I moved as well to this school. So all this art stuff's coming from 2016 and forward. And I had this sketchbook into this class. So from here is where the art class starts, from this page, if that makes sense. So here's the vanishing point studies that we did in this class, not the class before. I definitely remember this. This was like one of the first days I got there. And so happy that I learned this stuff. Gotta stop practicing, and it definitely stayed with me. I'm sure it stayed with everyone. And then even if not, there's a lot of other teachings nowadays. Oh boy, what's all this? This is still 2016, guys. You gotta believe me. This doesn't prove anything. Just found this in there. Okay, so a few things were in here that I didn't know about from later days. Oh, my map! This is the map for my story that I'm writing. Much more updated now and on the computer, but this is the first ones that I made. All these names have changed as well. Let me see if there's anything that stayed. Nope. Oh, I remember Iroquois. Wow. Yeah, none of these names stayed. They're even different here. the map changed too. You guys will see that way later in the future. I guess I'll put that over there with the story stuff, you know. Okay, I think the rest is just practice. Nothing too hot to look at. Let's grab something random. Tea design, just fire and water. Did that in Photoshop. Supposed to be a lady. I remember this one. This one was pretty cool. Uh-oh, the back is coming out. Yep, bird made of ribbons. This was one of the prompt assignments. Make any animal out of, like, ribbons. And I chose the bird. Eagle. See what's in here. Don't really remember this one. Ooh, I do remember him now. This is one of the characters in the story. Uh-oh, this is kind of spoilers. Okay, yeah, we'll save this one. I don't remember the sketchbook, though, but I remember some of those drawings. Save that for the story stuff. We'll just break through the old doodles in this video. Here's me in pastel. Stuff used to get on your fingers all the time. Now it's dry. Yeah, it's all the way dried. So, feels nice. Weird paper, but feels nice and looks nice. That's me, by the way, if I didn't say it. Guess we'll get this one next. This was a llama. Oh boy. Okay, I'm so glad that's not gum. It's just tape, because I had these taped on the wall at one point. But yeah, it's a llama. One of my best animal drawings. That one and this one, which turned into a bulldog. It wasn't even supposed to be a bulldog at first. I was just doing, well, if you guys can see, I was just doing this little bit here, and all of a sudden it started to look like fur. And so coming out, it turned itself into a bulldog. So, well, is that a bulldog or is that a different name? I don't know. Yeah. There's a fire lady for that other reference you saw. It's me getting practice in. This is the final product of it. I say product, but I don't know what else you would call it. It's the final form. Not bad. Another lady drawing with a really long body. Here's a fire guy who doesn't look as crispy as the lady, I'll say. This is a photo, though. I wish I could have drawn that. Here's another one. Looks pretty good. Our teacher was also a photography teacher, so taught us quite a bit about it. I think I know what this is. Yeah, me again. I don't know if you guys hate me for folding my work, but I had to get it home somehow. That's me with the Ghost Rider face explosion in the background, because I was just that cool. I remember working on this one during like a pep rally where everyone else went and I just stayed and worked. And I was happier that way, you know. A lot of these pages I can already tell are like my old comics, and some story stuff. Yeah, see. So not too much to look at there, but well, not for this particular video. Let's say this blank. Nope. Just an angry face. Nobody that I know. Unfinished face of nobody that I know. Uh-oh. More story stuff. Here's Iroquois again. Again, the name's all changed. Oh, yeah, that's when I was going to call the book Blackheart. But that name's been taken, so... Wow, that's really old. See what we got here. I think this is also story stuff. Yeah. Okay, this is old story stuff. Oh, this is one of the first... Well, I'll talk about that later. Over there. see what you are. Ta-da! Oh. Another guy. Very light sketching again. Light shading. Let's speed through this now. Kind of got to get... I kind of want to get to the story stuff, you know? And most of that stuff there is... This is watercolor. I have another one that's like this that's a bit different. It's a water lady, by the way. You guys couldn't tell. It's a black sheet. I kind of remember this, yeah. Pretty neat. Don't know where I got the idea from. This isn't the other one I was talking about, but that's a practice sketch for it. The one I remember is colored. I don't know where it is. Let's grab you. I remember this. This was a prompt as well. They said to draw yourself as a piano. Oh, draw yourself as a musical instrument. And I drew myself as a piano under the sea. Not bad. I don't know if anything's in here. Nah. Ooh, come on. Nah, just paper. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna really take me back. I think that's it. I think that's probably it for... That looks good. I remember doing that. Not too much to say though about it. So that means this is the guy right here. Oops, I just tore it. Oh no, this isn't the guy. This is another one of me as a Spartan warrior with a long cape and a ridiculous body. I wonder what the guy is then, because there's a guy that I drew on this big paper. Well, that's pretty much it for this video, because these are all, you know, story comic stuff that is too much to talk about in this video. But that's my art dump there. Oh, I forgot about these ones. These are both spray painted, just like that one red heart. Okay, not much else to look at. I guess thank yous are in order. Thank you all for watching. I don't usually, my videos cut off before I can, you know, get to this point, but I appreciate everyone for, you know, staying and looking and listening, and hopefully I've inspired some of you, you know. What else should I say? Well, I'm taking up you guys' time, but yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.